Let's stop. Put your hands of balloon. You kidding me? Hello, Azante. Am I just to be polite? Am I saying your name right? Azante. Azante. Hello and welcome everyone that's just joining us. We're printing balloons on the BSPO8 ME. Welcome to questions, chatter, natter. 300 of this. I think 200 of brown to do. And that's me done for the day. It's a grey. I know you're all not looking at the machine, you're looking at my sexy legs, aren't you? So we've been going 17 years. We like to upgrade every 4 or 5 years. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the machine. It's a bit of a workhorse. It's a very loud fart, but still. It's a fart you don't want to smell. Sentinel. We are printing on balloons. If anyone speaks Finnish, let me know and I'll show you what it says and you can tell me what it says. I've been told it's like not suitable for children type message. That's about as far as I can stretch. Anybody know what that says? So Sentinel, you won't be wanting a job here then. Mike, these are going to a customer in Finland. They've had a series of different designs printed. I'm guessing they're getting repackaged up and sold on in shops. As I say, this is semi-automatic, I'd say. My very first machine was something called a BSPO. You had to inflate the machine with a pump, a plugging pump, put it on the machine, press two buttons at the same time to print it, turn it around if you wanted the other machine printed it, take it off, put it on the dryer, everything manual. At top speed, you could do 200, 250 an hour. Imagine having an order of 1,000. You're virtually killing yourself after an hour. So I quite like this semi-automatic where you can sit here. I can do a bit of this, a bit of that. There is an automatic feeder that you can get with these machines, but they cost more than the actual machine themselves, and they break down fairly often. You get jammed a lot, and you can only put about 1,000 balloons in at a time. So every hour you've still got to go back and refill it. So on the balance of that, I don't think they're particularly worth it. It's the fine balance. So we're selling this at £5,500. I'm not sure what that is into your Australian dollars. But one of these brand new is £36,500. The automatic feeders are about £40,000. You've got to think, if you're a one-man band or there's only a few of you, is it worth getting a feeder? If you had 10 of these machines, then it might be worth getting the feeder. All down to preference. Me personally, I don't mind sitting here. I can scroll Facebook. I can chat to you guys. I don't mind doing it. As I'd say, I randomly like to have a nosy on people's profiles. I had a look at yours and see you got a happy hardcore playlist. I'm 43 now. I remember when I was like 17, 18 in the UK, big team, Children of the Night and things like that. Good taste. Good taste. Yes, 5,500 British pounds. Again, if you email me on that email address there, I've got like a PDF that we're sending out to people, information about the machine, what it includes, what it don't, blah, blah, blah. Did you see that one go bang? Hello, Russian is it? I cannot understand that. I'd love to be multilingual, but I'm not. I speak English and Yorkshire. That's about it. Yorkshire being a dialect of English. Do a decent Scottish accent. Okay, then do you want some haggis? Having had 10 seconds, I must apologise to any Scottish people that are offended by my Scottish impression. Also taking rates on it. Just to give you an idea of profitability as well. So we'll get 1,000 balloons, 30 quid. We sell them for £180 delivered. Obviously, you don't just get them in, send them off. You need to print on them, but 1,000 balloons you can do in an hour and a bit. It's not bad money. You can come and take me over, Hoax. I cannot wait to get out here. We're in England, the sun is shining. I cannot wait to go and get out in the sun. I've probably got half an hour's worth left to do. Can you get over to Mansfield in half an hour? Oh, we're going to have one that bursts here. Oh, bang. You hear the bang then. Go on, tell us, what was in the package? I'm curious. Next up, brown balloons. Let's just get these out the machine. We love trolls, 10 key finds. Last but not least, we are doing some grey. Nope, we've just done grey. We're doing brown balloons. If you go on our website, we describe these brown balloons as poo on the colour chart. Genuine thing. Uh, 200. It says oyster. I think that's how you pronounce it. If anyone knows what that actually means in English, please do tell me. Let's do a test print. Oh, not quite, not quite. Not quite, so we're missing a bit on the A. That's better. I dedicate this job to Miss Perb. First name Sue. Superb. 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 So I've just found loads of balloons on the floor. I have a mint as well, mint. If you have too many mints, you'll shit yourself. Right, let's do this. Let's reset it. I'll try and show you one. This brings oh, let's get the misprints out. What will be easier is if I take a photo of it and then change it. Right, what did you say? Actually, it's going to cost me £22. You are a very kind person. Very thoughtful. I cannot draw to save my life. Hello, John Chang. I did have when I was about 10, a Norwegian pen friend. And we exchanged about 10 or so letters, and then just sort of became a teenager, found an interest in girls instead. One second, I'll show you. Was that long enough for you to see it? Hello, Jade. I'd love a beer, a nice, really cold beer. Oh, that's what it says. I got excited when you wrote beer. I wish there was a beer. I'm doing that Homer Simpson salivating thing right now. I'm so excited. 113 balloons left to do. Clean the screens and my day is over. We actually sold some anime balloons. I'll grab one in a minute for you and show you. There'll be printed here as well, obviously. second. The screen's coming loose. In fact, I'll get you on now. There you go. Try and keep it as simple as I can. I'm all about the ease of life and convenience of life. That anime balloon we sell in a 14-inch, 17-inch, and a 24-inch. Hello, Arcade Jadeda, I can't say it. I've just looked at my emails and Domino's have emailed me. And if advertising wants to, I am so hungry right now. Oh. A really fancy pizza. I have no idea what we've got when I get home. in our household, I cook 5 nights, the wife cooks 2. So sorry, with me cooking tonight. I'm sorry to say, Domino's. She's not a big fan of pizza though. I know, how am I going to maintain this summer bod? What pizza? Something about Domino's pizza, the cheese is right, the dough's right. The meat's so processed and bad for you, but so good. Always have barbecue sauce. There's no harm in trying to look after yourselves, I think. My wife always grabs my belly and goes, too much, too much. I'm making chocolate balls, yes. I was making chocolate balls. That is them all printed. Oh, what? And on my phone, Domino's have just sent me an app notification as well. It's like heaven. It's almost like it's meant to be. I don't know how I can say no. And I don't know if it's the same for Domino's in every country, but you can never buy one pizza. It's buy one, get one free pretty much all the time. Or it's like, 50% off if you spend 25 quid, but the pizzas are 20 quid, so you got to buy 2 to make the offer work. It's like 3 main pizzas are like the Tex-Mex, which is like barbecue sauce, like ham, chicken, pineapple, mushroom, that sort of thing. Pepperoni with barbecue sauce as well is a underrated one. And the third one I always like to go for, again, a barbecue sauce one, tuna, sweet corn, and some onions. So which 2 do I go for? It is Domino's as well. Pizza Hut doesn't do it for me. Supermarket pizzas doesn't. Next morning, Domino's is just as good cold. You can reheat it. It's just as greasy. It's just as bad. Just as tasty. Tex-Mex is my always definite, but which other one should I go for? I might take the matter out of my wife's hands and just order it, and when I get home say, oh, pizza's on the way. And she says, yeah, but I've then cooked for hours slaving away at doing this. She's not. My wife's Chinese, so whenever she cooks it's rice and something, or noodles and something. And on a beautiful hot day like today, I don't fancy rice or noodles. Let me take you outside. Let me show you how nice this is outside here. Diet Coke. Diet Coke. Yeah. Ain't gonna be Diet Coke. Although I'm pretty good with Domino's. If I order Domino's, I just order the pizza. I'm not a fan of the sides, the chickens and whatnot. Ooh, we've got a parcel. Did not even see that come. So this is outside. Look at them blue skies. And I've even been healthy today. I bought my bike. I don't know if you can see it through there. Cycled to work. So why have we got a return? So I'm just reading the label. DPD have been. Right. Let's rest this here somewhere. There's all my balloons. The last of the 200. Let's take you out this. I'm back. You cannot believe how much we desperately need to tidy up. Got boxes everywhere. So since about December last year, when we took delivery of the UV printers, they're meant to be going at the top of the unit, and we said we're going to build like their own little room. And we'll sort everything out then move the racking around a bit, make more of a gangway. And the attitude since then has been, we're going to have a big sort out soon. And we're in April now, and we've still not done it. Temperature here right now is, let's have a look. 11 degrees. 11 degrees, and it is beautiful blue skies. It is. I'm going to get sunburned if I go outside again and cycle over with that. Not really. I mean, it can get really hot in this country sometimes. I remember about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A couple of years ago, I was having that heat wave where it got to 40 degrees for one day. And I didn't need to go out of the house, but I just wanted to go out and see what it was all about. Right, I will take you with me while we go clean. If you've got any questions for the last 5 minutes, feel free to ask. But yeah, we are a bit of a mess. So these UV printers are meant to be going where this racking is here. We're meant to be building a bit of a room here. So from the door to the dark room, which you can just about see there, put it across, but we've just never got around it. And then we need to find somewhere for these 3 bits of racking to go. So probably go where the UV printer is. But it's a lot of ifs, buts, maybes. Right, I'm just going to put it down for 5 seconds. I'll take the screen off. I did once, I remember a couple of years back, before we got these new printers, think, I'm going to sort this unit out. And it was a similar mess to what it is now. And I thought, I'll do it in a day. It took me an entire week to do. There was no printing done at all. And I suppose that's one of the reasons why we want to sell the machinery, because we've got 3 latex printers which take up a lot of space. And if we can sell 2, we'd like to go down to, we've got 3 at the moment, and technically we've got 4, but the 4th one's a manual one. It's back up, and it prints on large balloons. But if we could get rid of 1 at least, that'd make life so much easier. Right, screens. I'll take you with me. Take you. Yeah, I bet in Australia it's always. I'd love to go to Australia one day. I've never been. So, for the main reason, explore that middle bit of Australia. Is it just all desert? So you obviously got your big cities on one side. Another bit on the other side, on the west coast, southwest. But what's all that bit in the middle of Australia? Is there anything there, or is it just like random little desert with just desert? I'd love to just get a car and have about a few months to drive through it, but then I'd probably end up dead lost or something. We had like 180 odd viewers about 5 minutes ago, now down to 4. So you probably got me for about another 4 or 5 minutes while I clean this. So if you've got any final questions, if anybody wants to email Zante, if you want to email, no harm in having a look. I'm in South Australia, Lower Central. That's Northern. Wow, that's confusing. Upper Central, there's a bit of south, a bit of north of it. I've got a friend who lives in Sydney. You can actually look out his front apartment window and see the Sydney Opera House. It would cost him an absolute fortune. I think the price of living in Australia is not particularly cheap. I understand, right? You're quite a successful country in your money. Well, that's how us Brits perceive it anyway. Straight. Put another shrimp on the barbie. That's my best Aussie accent. I used to watch Neighbours all the time. I wonder if Neighbours is like Foster's beer. In England, they advertise Foster's beer as being Australian brewed, but it's actually brewed in England. And I think I read somewhere that Australians have never really heard of it. Sydney, Melbourne, Canberra. Canberra. So what they don't tell you with, well, what I will say, if you ever did want to get one of these machines, you have to have one of these equally big compressors as well. You can get smaller ones, you can get bigger ones, you can get more quiet ones. Right, let me shift all these down. Right, that's the order to go to Finland. Let's try and get it all in a box. I'm not a city person at all, so if it was like desert, I like the random things. So I've always imagined, same about going to America, driving in the middle of nowhere and just randomly coming across some abandoned building that's been disowned for 100 years and just having a bit of an explore. But then I watch movies where you get cowboys, Indians, and whatever else, snakes. I suppose that's the one thing that puts me off about Australia a bit, because I've only got loads of massive spiders and snakes, which you guys look at, and it just looks normal to you. But to me, I see a spider that's like that big, and I scream. Sorry, I'm just putting these back into a box. Bit. That's fine. No, I'm more than happy together to answer questions. Anything you lot got me in mind as they go by. Can't remember which way I did this. Is it generally like, so if someone wanted to go into the middle of Australia, I'm guessing you get like the odd town and stuff like that, off village city. Certain areas are dangerous because if you run out of petrol, then you just going to starve to death. Or if you run out of petrol, you go up basically. I keep forgetting this bloody microphone. I keep walking off and talking as if I've got it attached to me. I've not attached it to me. So if you didn't hear what I said, is it generally considered in Australia like it's dangerous to go into the middle part because you've not really got much, and if you run out of petrol, diesel, fuel in your car, you're going to dehydrate, and it's not really walkable because it's too hot to walk. In England, we have the Peak District, but it's not very big. It's not very scary. Although there was once, me and my wife and my brother, we went walking and the fog just came in from nowhere when we were really high up a mountain. And I generally thought I was going to have to ring mountain rescue. That I was going to be off that guy. Our mountain rescue published on like the Facebook, everyone that's been rescued, almost like a humiliated you into, going somewhere dangerous. Train from Adelaide to Darwin, Northern Territory. Yeah, that might be interesting. Because my wife said she wants to go to Australia as well. So we'd be able to jump on a train and it sort of goes through all them areas. Oh, nice. I do like to have a good explore, good travel. This is sort of magic rugby. Right. Tits here with this. Right, let's move these to over here. I can move you as well. How many hands have I got? I need about 6 hands for what I'm about to move. Let's try it. You hear a bang. This has not worked. This is bugging me. Why have we got return on bloody this? So what's it say? Parcel reconsigned for onward journey. Reconsigned by depot. I have no idea what that means. Let me take a photo of it. Look at this blue sky. This is phenomenal. Sun. This is the front of our unit. Right. Let's try and get this. again, you hear again, this hasn't gone well. Oh dear. 6.7 kilograms. I'm going to unclip that. Ta-da. I've needed these all day. Can you all still hear me okay? I will do, thank you. I think it's more important because I think if we go to do Australia, it's not like a 2-week holiday type thing. It's more we need to have a month off work. And I think the one time we did try and price it up for a honeymoon, about, God knows that long ago, it was megabucks then. Step 1. So I've done that one. You see my cat? That is my cat. God rest his soul. He was 21 years old when he died in January. Tell you what I need to do. I need to win the lottery. So we do put the lottery on quite often here, and I bought 6 tickets the other week, and can you believe 5 of them won? But in total we won like 2 free lucky dips and like £13.20 or something like that. Gutting. Not going to get me to Australia. Finland. I did once have a company before COVID who really needed the balloons in Malta. Rapid. And they said to me, if you want, we'll give you a budget to get them over here. And if that means you coming over on a plane, then so be it. And I cannot tell you how tempted I was. We were mega busy at work, and that was the only reason I didn't do it. Other than that, I don't really get many perks. I once had some little bottles of vodka sent us from a vodka company, and there's a woman in Macclesfield who I've never taken up. Macclesfield's about an hour and a half from here, and said if I'm ever local, pop in and she'll give me a free fish and chips. So I'm just pricing up the best way to get to this to Finland. Bloody hell, it's so expensive, £55 that way. £55. Premier League. Premier League's all for like Nancy's, and they're too bothered about the look. I support a team called Mansfield. We're 2 divisions below the Premier League, but that's where all the nitty gritty is. That's where you'll see the crunching tackles. You'll hear the fans shouting, you know, God knows what, to the teams. I love a good fish and chips, so it's not a bad deal. It's just I've never been to Macclesfield in my life, and whether all these years later I can get there and say, remember me, we did some balloons for you, God knows how long ago, you said you'd do me a free chippy. Collection Monday. problem is this is going to shoot up as soon as I put in the value of this customer. So I'm talking to myself here. I found another quote for £37.45, but that's with no like insurance, and I do like to put in insurance. Particularly when it's going abroad, because you don't know when it's going to come back. Pask 8K. We actually had he left us at the beginning of this season. We had an Australian international playing for us, Keanu Bacchus, aka Ooper. Sorry, these non-English spellings, I just sort of have to double check I'm doing everything right. So it's valued at £470. This is going to be interesting. So it was £39, and then it goes up to 63. That's redonkulous. It's going to have to be Royal Mail. But again, 58.65. Royal Mail will uncover it for 250 quid maximum. It's worth 470. So for an extra 6 quid, probably is worth it. Probably is worth it. I've not played football for ages. Used to play five-a-side, but I've not played that for maybe 4 or 5 years, and I think I was crap at that because I'd come on, play for 10 minutes, and I'd be like blowing. Hmm. 5th of May, 15th of May. God, tell you what, some of these are ridiculous, the prices. So what's the difference between that? One's next day, one's... I don't get how they can charge. Like this one's charging 20 quid without the add-ons, but then there's Parcel Force who want like 70 pounds for exactly the same parcel. Yeah, this might be. I'm trying to find like a happy medium between the two. I'm going to go with this one, I think.
2340. Although I can proudly say I'm fitter than my wife. She used to do 5-kilometre jogs in the evening just for the fun of it, and we went for a jog together, and she gave up before me. I mean, I was being stubborn. I could have given up much before, but right, what am I looking for here? 23. I wonder. I could save myself £2 by. Okay, I'm going to get it collected for the sake of £2. Do I already have an account? I have no idea. It looks like I do. Downside is edit this, right. Problem is there's a bit of dodginess here, because if you declare too much, as in like too much information, 230 252360, you then have to start declaring EORI numbers and things like that. I know I haven't got a clue. We have got an EORI number. I don't know what EORI means. In what country has 2 U's in a row? 06150. Pourvu. Pasca. KAU. I mean, this might just be easy just to send by Royal Mail. And if it gets lost, Royal Mail's fairly reliable. Yeah, I'm just going to send it by Royal Mail. Which means typing the whole damn address again. But it means I don't have to fanny around with all the fannying stuff. I love fannies, but it's alright, faff. So it's Pask. Oh god, I'm so hungry. I am so hungry. I've got nothing to eat in here. Going to a place called Porvio and I typed Port Poo instead. £55, 55 pence. Like daylight robbery. Daylight robbery. As I'd say, yes, it's have a wonderful weekend. I really hope you have a good relaxed one. I will no doubt be going live next week because we have bank holiday next weekend and you have more people than you realise that forget they've not ordered. So we're one of our busiest ones, so I'll try and get live. Have a good one. See you soon. $19.46. Likewise, if there is by any chance anyone that's watching and listening to me mumble on insanely, I will be going in a minute. Just trying to get my YouTube hours up. Get to 4,000, we get like to the next level. And I think we get slightly better. Let's put this mouse mat. £55, 55. That's God. What could I buy for 55 quid? I could buy like 6 pizzas from Domino's. We have labels. 55 quid. Where is it? Extortionate. I feel like I've been bummed by the post office. Right, I'm going to go, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'll catch up with you next week. Feel free to subscribe. Goodbye. Ooh, what have I done here? I pressed something that I shouldn't have pressed. Okay, now what have we got to do? No, do nothing.